Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Michelle with you here. If it's your first time here, I'm really excited to have you here. If you've been here before, you're the real MVP. You're the realist. Before anything starts, please go down to the subscribe button and subscribe and hit the bell as well so you turn on post notifications if you haven't already. Like this video, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Today on this video, it is the second episode of the Be Better series that I started on the last episode. This is the second episode. Thank you to those who did send me emails. I really do appreciate you guys. To all of you who keep tuning in on every episode, thank you. Thank you. Today's episode is boosting your self-esteem. So if you would like to hear how you can boost up your self-esteem, of course I'm going to be sharing personal experiences. But if you'd like to hear how you can do that, please keep watching. Self-confidence has to do with your delivering your work, the quality of your work, how you feel about your work, that kind of thing. How you feel about your abilities to do certain things and whatnot. While self-esteem has to do with your inside, your twist, how you feel about yourself inside. How you feel about your appearance, how you feel about your life, how you feel deep within you. In your heart, your chest, everything, how you feel inside, overall, and how you hold yourself. Do you hold yourself in high regard? Do you hold yourself in a low regard? Are you just on an average in between? That's self-esteem. But self-confidence has to do with your abilities. You deliver work to someone, like I said in the last episode, you deliver work to someone and whatnot, and what kind of response are you getting from them? How do people feel about your work? How do you feel about your work as well? Do you think your work is okay? Do you think it's not okay? That is self-confidence. And I'm going to give everyone a couple of triggers that affect people's self-esteem. Triggers that can make you feel less of yourself, even though you are not less. Anyways, one of the triggers, or I'm just going to go through the list I wrote. So we have being bullied or abused, when people judge you on past mistakes, being picked on because of physical alterations. We have scars, maybe you have scars, permanent scars, you have braces, you have deformities, or your weight, you're too skinny or you're too big, something of that. Relationship troubles, the person you're with is making you feel less than yourself, talking down on you and whatnot. Social media. One of the worst triggers of all time, social media. You're looking at people living their lives, maybe fake, maybe not, and you're trying to be like them. You're trying to live a life that's not yours. So you start to look at people and you try to long after what they have, long after the life that they have. You don't know the price they paid for that life, or whatever they're doing to get it. Maybe it's the life they're living, but then that's them. Everybody portrays or everybody shows you what they want you to see, not really what is. Now, those are the triggers, and I'm going to give you solutions to these triggers, that problems you can have. Number one is, from the inside out, surround yourself with positivity. So, even as you're talking to yourself, sorry guys, I'm trying to get comfortable. From the inside out, let yourself know that you are good enough. It's nobody's business. If they can't handle you, they should be going. Surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with people who try to make you feel better about yourself. Surround yourself with people who are constantly reminding you of how good you are, and don't take advantage of them. Secondly, source for what you're good at. Look for something that is working for you, something that you can put your all into and you would boom, you would flourish. And work on that. I have a friend in my uni, we're in the same class, we graduated together. He studied banking, I did human resources management. He studied banking. And where is he now? He's painting. And he has gorgeous, like, his paintings are so gorgeous. When you look at some paintings, you actually think they're wallpapers. They're not wallpapers, they're paintings. And he studied banking. Find what you're good at and work with it. Go with it. Don't let people look at you and tell you you're less of yourself. And I always say this, don't. And I speak from experience because I've had to teach myself how to appreciate myself first before any other thing. Next, accept compliments and appreciate yourself. If someone tells you, oh, you look gorgeous, say thank you. A lot of times, and I used to do this too, when someone tells me, oh, I look good or I look beautiful, I'm like, are you sure? Like, is it me you're really talking about? It's like, are you sure it's me? Because I'm like, me. Like how? But the thing is, you need to learn to appreciate comments. People look at your work and you're like, oh, it's really good. Don't tell them the reasons why the work isn't good. Just take it. Your work is good. Oh, thank you. I thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Take compliments. Don't, oh, your work is good. Are you sure? I didn't touch that part. I didn't do. No, it's good. Okay? Appreciate yourself. The times when I look in the mirror and I'm like, you're fine, oh. You're fine, girl. You're good, oh. Did you do this thing yourself? I do it to myself a whole lot. If you cannot be a personal hype man, nobody can hype you. If you can't hype yourself, nobody can hype you. Okay? So you have to hype yourself. Okay? Baby's good. You're correct, baby. You're alright. My mom does it sometimes when she parks, like, in tight spots. So she does parallel parking in tight spots. And she's like, damn it, I'm good. I'm alright. And I picked it from her because me too, when I park in, like, tight parallel spots, I used to do it. I'm tight. I'm alright. But yeah, you guys, hype yourself. Be your personal hype man. You don't have to employ somebody else to come and hype you, like Chasokocha. Even though somebody's like, that hype man is good. But hype yourself, darling. Be the one who tells yourself, man, you are legit. You're A1. There's no one like you. What? Do it for yourself. Don't criticize yourself. Like I said in the last episode, sometimes we are our biggest critique. We're the one who brings us down. And we're the ones. We bring ourselves down. Before somebody even comes to comment about the work that you're doing, you're already down about it. This thing is not good enough. This thing is not that. If you're going to bring yourself down, how is somebody supposed to help you take yourself up? How? If you're going to bring yourself down, you have to be the one to, help yourself. Like I said, hype yourself. Be your personal hype man. Before anything else, before anyone else. Don't be your biggest critique. Because if you're your biggest critic, you will never move forward. Because as long as you think that something you're doing is not good enough, it's never going to be good enough. No matter what anybody tells you, it will never be good enough because you think it's not good enough. So yeah, look at it and be like, okay, there's room for growth, but I'm still going to, move on because what I'm doing is good, what I'm doing looks nice or whatever. Next would be remind yourself of your real worth. Keep on talking to yourself and tell yourself that you're good enough. Keep on telling yourself that, I'm worth it. I'm amazing. I'm great. Don't let anybody bring you down. Your boyfriend tells you that you're not fine. Oh, that I don't know if you guys, the past couple of weeks, there was something that was trending about a lady whose boyfriend was telling her that she was adding weight, that she wasn't like as skinny as she was when they started dating. And then she put up, because she had a pouch in her tummy, and then she put up a picture of herself. And guy, like, she was looking okay. Like, what is it? And so what if she's not as peng as when you first met her? Does that change who she is on the inside? No. Or maybe she's someone who, thinks better of herself. So she's not like, why are you coming to come and tell me all that rubbish? Don't receive rubbish from anybody, guys. And so what? You don't see your woman when you met her and you were like extra at the gym and all your muscles and everything, your biceps and everything were popping. Then all of a sudden you stop going to the gym and then all you now had was body but then no muscle. Is she coming to disturb you? No. So why are you not trying to make your woman feel any less of herself when you should be the one that's hyping her up? Don't remind yourself of your real worth. You don't look for validation in people. A lot of times we tend to look for validation in other people. You know, we wait for people to tell us that we look good, or wait for people to tell us that something about us is nice or is not nice. Don't do it. Value yourself, because if you value yourself, people are not going to be able to look down on you. Even as much as they try and as hard as they try, they won't be able to get through to you because you value yourself. So value yourself. Remind yourself of your worth. Stop falling into this comparison trap. The only person you should compare yourself to is the past you and the current you. Have I grown? Have I improved? What is different? Don't look at somebody's life that they are making you believe that is amazing, and telling yourself that you're not good enough because that person isn't good enough. Why? A lot of us live fake lives. That is, your real life is sitting down, and then the fake life is standing here, and the real life is also looking at the fake life. Like, what's going on? The lies have become part of you. It's inside your veins. Because you're comparing yourself to people. So you're thinking that you're not any good. You're not any better. The life you live is not any good. Some of you follow somebody else's life. Follow somebody else's story. And their story becomes your own. Like, stop it. To be honest. Be your own person. That's all I can say about that. Stop trying to be a perfectionist. A lot of times, we don't put out our content. We don't put out ourselves because we are trying to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. Even the person you're looking at and admiring their work and thinking they're also amazing is not perfect. And they don't think that they're perfect either. You know, so we need to stop it. I'll give you a perfect example. Software. I'm an Apple person, so when Apple wants to release a new software, they have a beta program. One of them. They have a beta program in which they release one, and then a couple of people who have signed up for it use it, and then you report feedback back to them to let them know if there are glitches or not. Then if they work on your or the glitches you claim that are there, they release another one, you update and everything before the main one is released. They don't just work on software and then just snap and release it like that. They don't do that because they're not perfectionists. So they need feedback from people. Release the beta software for people who, use it, the regular users, to use it and see, are there any problems? Do we need to adjust anything and everything? And then you give them feedback. That is a perfect example of how we should be. Put your craft out there. People give you feedback. Receive the feedback in good faith. Receive the feedback in good faith. Adjust what needs to be adjusted. Put something out there again. People give you feedback. Oh yeah, it looks better, but adjust this. Do that. Put it back. It's as simple as that. Life is that easy. Don't be taking things to heart. Like, to be paining you inside your chest. Don't do it. Don't strive to have great work. Strive to put out good content. But do not strive to be a perfectionist, because the moment you try to be perfect about your work, the moment you try to make everything look, down to the T, you miss it. As a human being, you're not perfect. Even those of us who tend to be the ones who are passing judgment, you see someone trying and making an effort to get something right. Don't bring the person down. Don't be mean. Don't be rude. Don't be nasty. It's not nice. It really isn't. Nobody deserves to be treated horribly. No matter what they've gone through in life or what they've done in life, nobody deserves to be treated horribly. At the same time, you stand up for yourself. A lot of you like to follow like the person who is supposed to be Queen Bee. And a lot of these self-esteem issues stem from school. Primary school, high school, uni. Check it. Children are wicked. People are just wicked. Don't let people in your class talk bad about you and you think less of yourself and you're thinking you deserve what you're being given because what, you're any less or something. Bible says, for those of us who are Christians, Bible says, for I know the thoughts I have towards you, thoughts of good and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Even God has good thoughts about you. Talk less of a mere man. How, Sway? How? Talk less of a mere man. You know, even God doesn't have thoughts of evil towards you. And then you want to come and now be thinking that, oh, you deserve to be beaten. You deserve to be spoken to in a rude manner because of what you don't deserve it. And don't stand for it. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Leave all those evil people. They are evil. Leave them in their evil life. You know, your self-esteem is who you are. You know, if you're not trying to be a better person within you, you're not going to be somebody who necessarily has great self-esteem. And don't let anybody talk. I can always say, don't let anybody talk down on you. Don't. Really don't. Honestly speaking, guys, we need to look out for our neighbors, look out for your friends around you. You never know. In this day and age, the rate of depression is increasing because a lot of people can't just take it anymore. So you look at your friends around you, you know, look at people around you, try to help them be better about themselves and everything. There's no 5-step program that you can do in 5 days, 6 months and feel better about yourself. No, it's a process. It was a process for me. You know, it was a process for me. And maybe in another episode I will share my exact high school story. But it was a process for me. And it took me a while to be able to come out of feeling less of myself. It really did. So it doesn't happen overnight. It really doesn't. But it will happen. As long as you make it a point that I want to be better about myself, you will be better about yourself. Like I say, you are gorgeous, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are enough. You are painstakingly gorgeous. You are amazing. And I absolutely, from the bottom of my heart in my twist, I absolutely love you. I really do love you. Please follow me on my social media handles, my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram. Yeah. Oh, no, not Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. Actually, I've had to make a Facebook page. My Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, my Snapchat. Anyone, follow me. Send me messages if you want. If you need help on anything, I'm always here to help you. I have ears to listen to you. Whatever you want to say, I'm here for you. You know, always, 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 always. And I promise that whatever you tell me is confidential. I have to say that. Because in the emails I got, people were asking about confidentiality. So I promise that whatever you say to me will be confidential, unless you don't want it to be confidential and you don't mind me sharing your story, then no problem, no Allah. Don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment. Like I said, I absolutely love you. I will see you in my next video. I absolutely love you, and I'm signing out.